now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander Rocket! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Carlos
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, early round action here, and perhaps at times Alexander Rakic has been a victim of expectation. A lot of people felt like he was destined for UFC greatness from the moment he touched down on the proven ground. Injuries have been part of the narrative, but he is healthy. The knee is ready to go here tonight, and Rakic is ready to resume his ascent. Trying to kick the leg out. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Effective lead right hand there by Rakic. Just misses with the straight right. 2 minutes have expired here in our opening round.
Nice kick, yep.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kick. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Keep sticking that jab up there. Wow, what a head kick. Hands higher, hands higher. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips and boom, inside leg kick lands.
Just missed with the leg kick. Let's go, get off first for me. Rakic gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Back and forth we go. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that fist.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
So the fighter limping now as a result of all those leg kicks. We'll see if he can make some adjustments.
Gotta make some adjustments. And checking the kick right now is not going to work. It's too late. This guy should have addressed this early, but now he's going to have to tough it out and get through this.
All right, there's the horn. What a round it was. He hurt him pretty badly there in the middle of the round. Got to think he's going to be looking for more of the same here when they get up off the streets.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who we're watching fight, but I tell you, as he walks back, he looks like Bambi. When Bambi was born and her legs were shaking, that's exactly how this man looked when he took that right hand. He was hurt bad, John, and the ability to get through that, the ability to still be in this fight shows to his toughness. But if he doesn't change it, he will not get another chance.
Ready to fight?
Bambi.
Ready.
Bambi.
Second round underway. Right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Establishing the jab here. Winded up on the right there to no avail.
He loaded up on the right hand, too. He's hurt bad. Oh, inside kick.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, big head kick there.
We have some exciting upcoming fights for prime time 10 later in this Live Youth 5 event. Topuria versus Oliveira for the lightweight title. Doopy.
Much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Work, guys, come on.
All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taking a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. Might want to employ a high...
Holloway versus Warrior Free and Paddy vs. Arman.
On those spots, because the swelling's starting now in his life. And if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad.
Right hook to the head, blocked.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Well, he misses with the left punch there.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Under a minute now to go, round 2. Oh, big right hand, yes. Well, lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take him long to get a good beat on his opponent. Huge connection there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Ooh, nice leg kick.
Mercifully, there's the hold. Plenty of action to digest in that round. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there. Visibly limping here. Rakic gets touched by that kick there. Oh, nice straight battle whoop. Be first.
Oh, nice inside kick. He better check. That leg's getting beat up. Oh, nice.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Strong straight left there. All right, so that calf is starting to bruise up. We'll keep an eye on it.
He's got to check now, because if he doesn't, his leg is going to be so... He's not going to be able to move.
Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Beautiful punch to the body.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh! Under 2 minutes to go on the fight.
Don't back up, push forward. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. No wasted motions on those kicks. There's no tell. That right hand landed. Beautiful body kick.
Jab gets the attention of his opponent. Fighter lands a kick to the head now. Leg kick checked effectively there by Rakic.
Hands high, hands high.
Nice side kick. 20 seconds to go in the fight.
Nice hit, bro, nice.
Incredible fight as long as it played out, and we will need the judges' scorecards. Tremendous back and forth affair, folks. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Alexander Rakic!
All right, so a nice job by the well-rounded fighter, sticking to the game plan, mixing it up, and negating a lot of the kickboxer's strengths to get the win tonight.
John, I love when a game plan comes into focus and the guy can follow it to a T. That is exactly what we saw tonight from this well-rounded fighter. He executed perfectly, and he gets a dominant decision.
Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion of the world and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Jose Aldo Jr. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, Aljamain Punkmaster Sterling.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
He's a real high-level grappler, too. So when he gets you down, you generally don't get up, and there's a big, big threat of submission out of the main story.
Beautiful cover. All right, we will see how Jose Aldo Jr. chooses to proceed, and it looks as though he's going to work off of that jab and low leg kick here early in this one.
I mean, ever since Jose Aldo started boxing with the Brazilian Marines, his hands have just gotten so much better. But he is known for the outside leg kick. It's his calling card, and if you're Jose Aldo, you want to fight behind that. Oh, nice.
Nice. Nicely done. Landed that left hook.
He gets to the single count. Look for him to drive and move his opponent.
Aldo swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. 3 minutes now to go in this one.
Punch lands. He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Just out of the range with that right hand. Single collar tie now.
Now some separation from his clinch position. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Back to his feet. Effective punch there by Aldo. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Jab. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Straight right hand now, just misses.
Relax, keep your hands.
Connection line there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Nice counter left there. Oh, with authority to the body.
Stop.
What a round. How good was that?
Take a seat. Great round, bud, man. You look spectacular. You were outworking him everywhere. Your pace, your cardio is fantastic. He is dead.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, round two is upon us. The human backpack, Aljamain Sterling, and Jose Aldo. Our next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous one.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing a kitchen sink.
Punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
There's the jab, now another for good measure. Nice job there by Aldo. Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Aldo going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Oh, hard work pays off. Lands the Superman punch flush. Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Well, showing no signs of slowing down. 41 total strikes have landed for Jose Aldo. And landing with just 39% accuracy tonight against Aljamain Sterling. There's that hook again. This time it's blocked. Oh, nice punch there in the clinch.
Great time on that double leg.
Aldo gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
Oh.
Less than 2 minutes now to go.
Big shot to the head.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the ball. Oh!
You heard him bad.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the fight. going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Nice punch there.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the jump clean at the end of this game.
Round 3 next.
All right, take a seat, man. That was awesome. You really hurt him at the end of that round now. He is not going to recover, okay? I want you to go out there this round, and I want you to get him.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the start.
This is what happens when you get two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, Jim.
The swelling's starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? A swing and a miss by Sterling.
Nice punch to the head.
3 minutes now to go to decide this one. Well, he put so much stock into this fight, and now we're late in the game, and if he doesn't get a finish, this opportunity goes by the way.
I mean, it's almost over. Right now, he's got to start throwing everything he can find at his opponent and hope that he can force a mistake and overwhelm his opponent to try to get a finish.
71 total strikes and counting have now landed for the King of Rio, Jose Aldo. And landing with 35% accuracy here against Aljamain Sterling. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Collar tie. Ooh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Sterling's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Pretty good straight punch there by Aldo. 1 minute now to go in our third and final round.
Beautiful punch lands.
Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
How's his opponent still
I
standing?
mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon.
All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Aljamain Punkmaster Sterling.
All right, so it does go to the judges' scorecards. You heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Aljamain Sterling, your winner by decision, and a pretty easy fight to score, all things considered.
It was an easy fight to score. Aljamain Sterling dominated this fight, and he got the job done. As you would expect when someone fights with that ability, with that game plan. Dude looked great tonight.
Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the future, Ian Machado. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Good to have you with us tonight. Of course, we are inside Toyota Center, Houston, Texas, USA. And every time I walk through these walls, I can't help but think about Gilbert Melendez and Diego Sanchez going toe-to-toe at UFC 166. We were roving. Oh, my God.
It was the craziest fight. You could not believe what you were watching. These two guys said, this is the night that we make history. We're going to stand on the corner in the middle of the octagon and let them fly, and that they did. Houston, the Toyota Center, has been home to some of the greatest fights in UFC history.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Machado. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we've got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. The moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads out. And that's the danger in the engagement there. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, rips the body shot there. Machado Gary gets stunned there by that stiff jab. Man, that's a stinging jab. You can tell he's been boxing his whole life. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Inside leg kick. Just over 2 minutes, round 1.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man's hand.
Effective use of the jab there by Ian Machado Gary. Back to the body shots now. That one blocked. Machado Gary's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. The crowd is like just laughing every time he moves.
Masvidal now has the crowd eating out of his hands. The one thing about Jorge that makes him so difficult to deal with is he never allows you to trap him. If you got him trapped, you try to ignore him.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back up for the picking. Go and pick the fruits.
There's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
All right, let's get to round two. His misses are on the table. Machado Gary starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Connection right there.
He needs to get on the bicycle. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Strong outside leg kick.
Defensive savant. He blocked that punch.
Keep your weight in the center.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Machado Gary gets stung by that leg kick. And there's that jab.
Landing massive shots. This is such a crazy fight.
Trying to stay in this fight. Masvidal's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Well, DC. This
might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. He's wobbling now.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
He's hurt bad. Oh, nice body shot.
And this is chin tested early. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Taking a lot of body shots this round. Hurt him again.
Back to the feet. Massive left hands. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments. That was a beautiful head kick.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway.
He's got a great chin. Masvidal's one of the...
Oh, he dove and wow. Oh, big shots here. Excellent ground and pound strike.
job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. There it is. Now he's running them out.
Fight back! Fight back!
Masvidal's in half guard now.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Side control is pretty safe there.
Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut.
Fight back!
Oh, he's got his back. He's going for the rear naked choke now. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow himself to get subbed.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Shadow Gary's back in half guard.
Right in the mouth.
And Dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
He passed the half guard.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Waning seconds of this fight. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
This man is landing proven ground and pound.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
All right, so you heard it there from the venerable Bruce Buffer. Jorge Masvidal playing the long game tonight. He is your winner by decision, but really a clean performance for him, I thought.
Very clean. There's no question as to who's going to get their hand raised when they walk to the center of the octagon. Masvidal fought beautifully. Finishes aren't the only thing that can be impressive.
Right.
Very impressive decision win by Gamebred.
And we will see how they proceed with him later this year. You got to think he's getting another big name. Congratulations to Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paulo the Eraser Costa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the All-American Chris Weidman.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here's the former UFC middleweight champion, Chris Weidman, and what else can you say about the mental and physical toughness to come back from that devastating leg break at UFC 261 in April of 2019? 2021, and Weidman has had some big moments since. Looking to produce another one here tonight. Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Lands a big right hand early. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, you have to disguise it. He did not disguise it and tried to just shoot a blind shot. He got defended as you would expect him to.
Weidman's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. All right, so there it is. First takedown of the fight, and on the first attempt, no less. Did you expect a little bit more resistance from the kickboxer there?
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. But once again, it's one thing to do it in practice, opposed to doing it.
Going for a submission. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
We may get a finish here with this Von Flue choke, but now he's got to tee up. He's got to get his body off to the side, drive shoulder pressure down, force his opponent back.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Costa. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Costa's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way to a huge strike lands there, DC.
Landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Just missed with the left there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Costa gets back up. Less than a minute to go in the round. All right, he engages in a single collar tie. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
It's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now it's starting to show.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Aí, senta aí. Senta aí. Respira, relaxa. Sim, muito bom. Fez muito bom nesse round, ok? Seu chute tá indo muito bem, ok? Your strikes are going.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides here.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, here we go, round two. Former UFC middleweight champion Chris Weidman versus Paulo Costa. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Really good level change.
Wilson again takes this fight right back to the ground one more time. This is exactly what he told us on Thursday. The game plan he's executing to perfection.
And he's doing it exactly as he said he hoped it would go. He's getting to the legs, getting fantastic angles, and just wrestling beautifully. The takedowns are amazing, but it's the ground strike that he's landing once he's getting there that is truly a sight to behold. Oh.
Big shots landed by him now. Costa getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet.
Massive shot lands. It's over, John. Fight's done.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he comes.
Setting up a submission. Arms in deep.
is, again, he's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game time.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, he's got that submission locked in. He's in real
John,
trouble.
it looks tight. It looks like he's going to get this. He's out. What submission defense on this play?
Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
20 seconds left. Bustos has got full mount now.
Great ground and pound by this man.
10 minutes in the books.
He's getting too close with these submission attempts, okay? Tá muito perto de finalizar. I want this off the ground.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Big power shot there. Takedown defense is there.
Now they separate.
Lightning's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. All right, let's go. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now.
Need to work on his position.
Did he escape that submission? Nice. Oh, right into mount.
Good work from the top here by Costa. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Just over 2 minutes to go in our third and final round.
Now he's going full mount.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. He's setting up another submission now.
It's tight.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. Oh, he got you spot.
Less than a minute into our third and final round. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. "20 seconds to go in the fight." All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
All right, let's get you some highlights now as this one goes the distance, DC, and a lot to like in terms of his takedown game. Really took it to that requisite next level here tonight.
He took it to the next level. He's a guy that you know what's coming. You know that you have to defend the wrestling. But even if you're trying to prepare for it, you never are in the training room with anyone that is just like him. And when you come into contact with him, you understand the difference in training opposed to being there with him. He put the grind on this guy, and he got a convincing victory.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-26, and 29-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the All-American Chris Weidman!
So Chris Weidman is your winner here, and he begins to enjoy it with his longtime coaches, Matt Serra, Ray Longo. This was a big effort out of Chris tonight, and one that his entire team expected on any given Saturday night. That guy right there just might be the best in the world in this middleweight division. Big win for Weidman tonight. So here is Dustin Poirier making the walk through yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize the UFC.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, for Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say, Lafayette, Louisiana has made a UFC look. I don't know if Dustin Poirier. Well, he is on the short list of the greatest featherweights of all time, but Max Holloway has goals beyond that. DC, you know he trains at 185, 190 pounds. Going to be very interesting to see how far Max Holloway can take this in.
He's one of the best fighters, as you said. He's one of the best featherweights of all time. And it's because of his preparation and his attention to detail. When he made his UFC debut, he had hiccups, but he went back to the lab, he fixed those things, and it showed in a massive 13-fight win streak that had him winning the featherweight championship and defending it on multiple occasions. Max Holloway is truly one of the best fighters in the entire organization.
And what he did in that 2-fight series with Jose Aldo is something that history is going to look back upon very fondly. Max blessed Holloway back in another big spot here tonight. Max Holloway ready to make his statement. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max Bless Holloway.
Herb Dean, all referee for this one. All right, folks, here we go with the third and in all likelihood final meeting between future Hall of Famers Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. They met in 2012 and 2019. Poirier getting the upper hand both times.
Dustin Poirier does a great job of using his range. He's the bigger guy, so he uses his size to control Max Holloway. And one thing you know about Max Holloway, he is a dog and he is a gamer. And anytime he's in there, he's going to try to take it to you, as he has done time and time again against Dustin Poirier. Lands a solid kick right there.
How good is that Poirier jab? He's got huge hands and certainly was able to find the home for his jab.
I mean, the king of Lafayette has got it going tonight. Dustin Poirier fights from the southpaw, but he's a right-handed guy. That's why that jab does so much damage to his opponent.
All right, so Dustin Poirier getting off to a pretty good start tonight, and all driven by that straight left hand.
Yeah, you know, Dustin Poirier is a right-handed guy, so he's pawing at you with the right jab, and then boom, he drops that right hand. We have seen him put some of the best fighters in the world on their back with that straight left hand. Good to see that Dustin Poirier is landing it early in this fight. Jab by Poirier.
Looking to land the right hand, he misses. Shooting for the takedown here. Targeting the body with the kick now. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Big left hand there inside. Oh!
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
27 total strikes have landed for Dustin the Diamond Poirier. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, look at that. Great block there.
Well, no denying that he blocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Beautiful timing and placement to land the flying knee. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he did that, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Take a seat, bud.
All right, the round is over, and Holloway's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent. But now it's on him to make the adjustments that gives himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. Oh, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those he might be at. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Oh, nice.
Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Nice block. Big shot land.
Lands a kick there with the lead leg. Nice work by Poirier. Wow, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Under 3 minutes to go, round 2. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Power right hand there from the king of Lafayette, Louisiana. Dustin Poirier, Mike Brown there in the corner has really honed Dustin's all-around game, and he certainly finds himself in the middle of his fighting prime. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
So the blood really starting to flow every time. Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
That's a really strong leg kick there by Poirier.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
Oh, nice jab up top by Holloway.
He's hurt bad.
Leg kick is there. Seconds winding down in round 2. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it as well as they took it. Let's see who wilts and goes down first. No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left. He gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. Big right hand. Man, what a fight.
Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Poirier. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Oh, man, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad. Oh, nice right hand. He can't even steer it.
Well, I think I can. How much more can he take? Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. measures up now and lands the vicious head strike. And he's back up. 90 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, continuing to attack the head. Oh, big shots raining down.
He's got to be careful here.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. He passes to half guard. There it is. Now he's running out. Changing the position.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Poirier gets up and somewhat surprisingly, despite having a dominant position on the ground. He's in trouble. Oh, so what an end to the round. He got knocked down just before the final horn. You can classify that as saved by the bell.
Big deal. You're going to be okay. I want you to go back out.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Huge block there. Back to the feet now. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good... He's in real trouble now. Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, with that, the official decision is in. We go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 55 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, so just as he had articulated in our fighter meeting, Dustin Poirier wanted to get aggressive tonight. And certainly that approach produces the desired result as he wins by knockout.
That aggression paid off. He was able to go out there and take some chances, take some risk, and he got the knockout finish.
The eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Batty Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap to pick it back on the first time.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona, but this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. All right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Islam Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. Well, there has already been a lot of UFC history here at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, for where that came from tonight. And we are ready to go with two of the best athletes in the sport. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paddy the Bear